All right, more World Cup. All right, we got Starmaster versus ILoveMashing. And ILoveMashing looks like maybe Germany. And Starmaster is on US Northeast. Looking at the teams, it's almost that infamous 6. Except they put Dragon Knight on here now. Also another broken one. Starmaster has some cool stuff. He's got Moltres, Ting Lu. Very kind of like balanced defense, balanced type team. And so far in the game, what we've seen is a yawn from the Slowking. We've also seen a U-turn on Moltres. The Slowking had the red card. And it's chilly, so it's not AV. The Great Tusk had rocks, and the Ting Lu had rocks. Then the Ting Lu rapid spun. The Ting Lu also had a red card, which red card is kind of cool. It switches you out. Ting Lu uses Whirlwind, drags out Nemeris, and he stays in on that Nemeris, gets crit, and that is Ting Lu getting knocked out. And that's where we're at now. So how will Starmaster reply to this? Maybe go Dingo. Moltres seems like a really good switch into the Enamoris. I'm not sure why he didn't go into the Moltres at first, because it resists the Moonblast, resists Mystical Fire, can't touch with Earth Power. I'm sure, and this thing is bad. You know, Moltres, it's eaten. You know, it looks a little skinny, but I feel like that's a very good check to the Enamoris that he should have used. But we probably expected to live with Ting Lu. See, the Moonblast does 39. I mean, if it's switched in on the crit though, would a crit and then into another hit take it out? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. Now we're probably gonna see a Roost. The Will-O-Wisp was nice. And then, wow. ILoveMashing doesn't have a lot of switch-ins to the Moltres at all. Being that Slowking is not AV, it'll probably take a sizable chunk from Flamethrower, more than what Regenerator is doing. And that's probably his switch in here. And if I'm Starmaster, I'm just simply clicking Roost, because this is going to come into your Enamoris for the rest of the game. You also have Goldingo as a backup. I'm not sure why he used that Ting Lu. Maybe he was kind of like in a mind state of like, Ting Lu is just getting up the hazards, and I'm gonna do anything to get up the hazards. He does indeed go into the slow pro, and we do see the Roost. Right here, you always expect King Gambit, but then the problem with Slowking now after Pokemon Home is that it runs the chilly reception. So chilly reception could be very annoying here, because no matter what you do, it's gonna get an advantage. You have to go for Yawn though. Yawn can be useful for forcing switches, but not really like the Will-O-Wisp play to kind of just get incremental chip on this. This thing can't be toxic, it can't be poison. So getting that chip on it will always help. He chilly receptions, which benefits the Baxcalibur, which we see as heavy duty boots, heavy duty booty. And we'll probably see either a Cinderace or a King Gambit come out here, I would imagine. All Terras have not been used, so let's see what happens. That crit on Ting Lu probably did matter, but if it's Specs, I just don't see how Ting Lu eating a Specs Moonblast. But that thing is bulky, you know? Taking a good little while. Let's see what chat is saying. A Nam stall. Meal Scarada stall. Just against HV. Oh, this like my another game. There's like multiple games going on. Hey, there's Booth. Shout out Booth. Yeah, let's go back to the game. Alright, so he chilly receptions out into great test. See, like, the Excalibur be forcing it out of you. Like, great test is not the counter, but it's the best you can do. He Terra Waters to help with his matchup here and knocks off. He doesn't have the close combat. You may see a Terra Dragon Glaive Rush, which may kill this. Alternatively, I feel like Enamoris could be a good play here because, well, he's Ice Shard. If your sword stance, you're always Ice Shard. And then Enamoris is just dying. The Dragonite is literally dying to Ice Shard at this point. And depending on what his Terra is, it's gonna be tough. Glaive Rush probably doesn't kill this. Like, if you go to the Cal, I don't think Glaive Rush is killing. But that's probably like the dilemma. But maybe with that Terra Dragon, you never know. And that Terra Dragon, I think, is the play here. Terra Dragon, Glaive Rush. And it's probably an Oko in the test. And you can't even go in Enamoris because it's SD. Meaning that his only other check to this, it's also Thermal Exchange, which we can see because there's no Ice Body, meaning that Cinderace also probably doesn't kill with Powerball. Yeah, I think he Terra Dragon Glaive Rush here. King Gambit's gonna take a million. Honestly, Iron Valiant is starting to look like a threat, especially if this gets weakened. He always has like the wild card of Dragonite, which I feel like you can never really truly predict Dragonite. Let's go back to chat. Wow. Shout out to HNIP. Maybe we'll go to another game. Or maybe we'll just keep it for one game. He tries to go for a rapid spin, perhaps to get faster than the Excalibur. Maybe Excalibur doesn't have the Glaive Rush. Or maybe he just wants to preserve the Excalibur for later. Either way, you can expect knockoffs to come in here, which means, are you going to go like Moltres? Okay, he goes for T-Wave because he knows like he's super defensive probably, and he'll eat up that knockoff. And then I don't think Mashing wants his great test to get weakened because of the reasons we talked about earlier. Because if that gets weakened, that means Excalibur is gonna go crazy. That's something you always want to think about. Powerball, it does nothing, and he goes for Flamethrower just to get chipped, and he doesn't really have a switch in. Dragonite doesn't want to get his multi-skill broken. Slowbro's gonna come and take rocks, has burned, and Flamethrower like we discussed earlier. Like, it's looking tough. I think Starmaster, even despite losing Tinlu early, is in a commanding position. Okay? Slowbro comes in completely healed, and it gets U-turned on. Moltres, U-turn, Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, Roost. No Hurricane. I respect it, and it's accurate. Don't really see much like Heatran anymore. And even if Heatran were to come in, it's just gonna get rocks put up and then U-turned on. And he's got to go Dango to keep rocks up. I see the strat, I see the vision. I kind of like this team. King Gambit and on Slow King, this is very threatening, especially now that Great Tusk has tiered into a water type. He doesn't really have a very good Kowtow switching. An Emrys takes rocks and like you gonna live with that. You actually gonna die to the burn. King Gambit is like your only switch to and it's paralyzed. And this is also on the air balloon, adding to its threateningness because Great Tusk is just super gonna be set up. Like you get an extra turn to SD on that guard jump, on that Great Tusk, you can go to town. You always get D-Knight though. But this T-Wave Goldango, also on the air balloon, his whole team on balloons. This is just like the balloon show. I think my computer is lagging. Maybe it'll come back in. Hopefully come back in. There we go. Looks like we missed the turn. Okay. Did we miss the turn? He goes into Moltres and Incendiary G turns. Right back out to Slow King Galar. Can't see it any other way. Yeah, like I was saying, like even though Mashing had the early advantage, getting the crit on Team Blue, sometimes like having like a full cell counter like Moltres is, you could still be benefited because he always had the Moltres to come in on the Emrys. Moltres also beats the Cinderace. And it scares literally half of his team. I think Moltres might be a little underrated. Because that thing is... I mean, we've already seen in the 20 turns. Honestly, he's mostly going out to Moltres. Valiant hasn't even come out. Excalibur hasn't really even clicked the button. Let's see. Except for Sword Stance. No. One Kowtow. Valiant hasn't even come out. Tingle got rocks. And then look, Moltres is just putting in that work. Scary, man. Yeah, Starmaster is very consistent. Like, he comes in, he's always going to be in the mix. He's always going to be at the top of, where he needs to be. So it's no surprise that, like, he's coming up with, some really good team. I don't even know who ILoveMashing is, but I kind of like your username. Like, do you play Smash Bros? Like, is it mashing or, like, fighting games? Like, where are you mashing? Cinderace comes out on the Goldango. After the chilly reception from Slow King. And then it power balls again. But once again, Moltres just comes out and Moltres is just going to be eating this up. Chicken wings. Just eating this up like some chicken wings. As it's flapping wings. He turns again. Presumably back out to Slow King Galar. Which, like I said, is taking chip now. Like, when did they get chipped like this? Am I missing something? Or does it not have, like, region or something? Like, why is it chipped like that? It must have region. But I could have sworn like it only took the 29 was burned. And then it was like it was so weakened. He literally chilly receptions out to the Cinderace. Like that will show you how dominant the Moltres is right now. He didn't see it and then he's like forced out on the Dragonite. He's not even having duty moving. See Bandit? See Mashing was trying to get to the Mashing soon. I I'm thinking Starmaster is gonna go out to. Okay, goes out to Excalibur. Maybe the sack. Yeah, he's banded. I thought he was gonna go out to School Dicko. But now he brings out the Iron Valiante. And he goes for Moonblast. This is looking like a wrap. Like, if he was the right set, he's mixed with like CC. It's done. The Valiante is just, it's undefeated. I don't know who started saying Valiante, but I think it was Blimax. Blimax, one of my favorite YouTubers right now. Like, you're very lit, you're very funny. Other YouTubers I like Blunder, I like Pokane, I like Jam Bad. You know, I like all. I like Envy. I'm getting into like some newer ones. Like I really like those Pokemon draft leagues. Like, I think that's a really cool idea. Like, I would definitely do something like that if I ever had the opportunity. But yeah, Starmaster. He just put in that work. Terrasilize into the dark side. You didn't even have to do that. But yeah, he gets to win. Moltres is different. Alright, see you next time.